Hidden along Scotland's coast lies a cliff face that changed our understanding of Earth forever. In 1788, a farmer named James Hutton made an observation here that would shake the very foundation of science. Today, we're following in his footsteps to uncover how this single outcrop revolutionized our view of time itself.
Imagine standing on a boat in 1788 and looking to a cliff and you see this. What looks like a simple junction of two rock types is about to change the world as we know it forever. We are here at Siccar Point. This is where James Hutton would famously make his colleagues' mind grow giddy by looking so far into the abyss of time.
Today, reaching this revolutionary site involves a journey along the Scottish coast, about 40 miles east of Edinburgh. While Hutton arrived dramatically by boat, we follow a path from a quiet lay-by, walking through sheep fields towards the rocky coastline.
Alright, I really thought Google Maps was leading us astray, taking us down this random farm road. And all the farmers are laughing at us, but there's a sign that says James Hutton, so I'm assuming we're in the right place. Let's go. So what makes this site so special? The rocks here tell two dramatically different stories of Earth's history. The older layers of greywacke or greywacke, depending on how you learn how to pronounce it. I learned greywacke. But these greywacke layers stand nearly vertical. And they're heading about this way. It's kind of like you took an ancient book and turned it on its edge so its pages were facing up.
These rocks formed in an ancient ocean called the Iapetus, where sediment was laid down, and then approximately 425 million years ago, colliding plates created immense pressure that converted the sediment to rock.
But above these are almost flat-lying sandstones. These are younger layers that tell a completely different geologic story. These sandstones formed about 65 million years later in hot, dry river valleys, kind of similar to modern deserts. So we're looking from the ocean being turned up on its side to hot, dry river valleys. Something had to have happened in between these two events. When James Hutton saw this junction, he realized something revolutionary. In 1788, most people believed that the Earth was around 6,000 years old. They actually had an estimated date for the Earth's creation, which was October 22nd, 4004. That's pretty specific. But Hutton was a farmer and he understood the process of erosion, where rocks can get slowly withered away by water, air, etc. We've talked about erosion a little bit before in several of our other videos. He recognized that the single cliff face showed multiple cycles of deposition, uplift, erosion, and more deposition. Processes that would require vastly more time than anyone had ever previously dared to imagine. Even though it's something that most 5th and 6th graders are taught today, it was radical thinking at the time. Sitting here today, you can literally place your hand on a time gap that we call an unconformity. This is a gap that represents missing layers of geologic history, and it's right here. Where my hand is represents 65 million years of missing rock record. Hutton's discovery here didn't just change our understanding of Earth's age. It helped create the entire science of geology as we know it today. His simple but profound realization that the present is key to the past laid the groundwork for Charles Lyell's theories, which later inspired Charles Darwin's work on evolution. Today, we know the Earth is roughly 4.5 billion years old, as we currently understand it, that is. The thought process to discover Earth's age started right here at Siccar Point, with the Hutton Unconformity. Pretty crazy.
For modern visitors, Siccar Point is accessible via a marked path from a small parking area. While you can get excellent views of the Unconformity from the top of the cliff, some visitors choose to descend to the outcrop itself. However, I need to be clear about this descent. It's very steep and can be dangerous, especially in wet conditions. While there is a rope to assist, I don't recommend attempting the descent unless you're experienced and the conditions are really good. The good news is that you don't need to go down to appreciate this remarkable sight. There's a sign and great viewing spot from the top.
While our understanding of Earth's processes has advanced enormously since Hutton's time, the fundamental principle that he discovered here remains unchanged. As you stand here today, watching waves crash against the same rocks Hutton observed in 1788, you're not just looking at an unconformity. You're looking at one of science's great revolutionary moments, frozen in stone. In Hutton's words, We find here
no vestige of the beginning, no prospect of ending.
just the endless cycles of our dynamic planet, written in the rocks beneath our feet. In these rocks, we learn to read the language of time itself and the stories written in stones.
Want to discover more of Britain's revolutionary geological sites? Check out the full Rock Record episode, where we explore how this area changed science forever. Plus, see all the adventure and mishaps along the way. Also, be sure to keep an eye out for more TLDRs dropping from this journey. In the meantime, keep exploring the stories written in stone.